The subject compressible fluid flow for civil services means IFS and GATE aerospace exam. So we have studied the sound waves. Okay, so the next topic is normal shock waves. So there is difference between sound waves and shock waves. So that difference can be understood by an example. Suppose this is a block and a subsonic flow of air or any gas is flowing like this. So as flow is subsonic, the Mach number is less than 1 and V it means V infinity or free stream velocity is less than sound velocity. So as the flow strikes the object, the sound wave will generate and the velocity of sound wave will be more than this velocity of flow. So and the sound wave will be in this direction and flow is in this direction. So sound wave can travel to a distance of infinity because its velocity is more. Okay, when the flow is subsonic, because sound velocity is more as compared to the infinity, and forward the flow about the object. So the flow can change its direction continuously from infinity. Okay. Now the flow knows that there is an object at a distance, at a particular distance or at infinity distance. So the flow has to change its direction. So the flow starts changing its direction from infinity continuously. Okay, there is no show. There is continuous diversion like that. Okay. So this is so there will be continuous change in property, not the sudden change in property. Okay, so this is when the sound wave is causing the change in property. So that can happen when the Mach number is less than 1. So now if we consider supersonic flow, so then in this case the Mach number is more than 1. So it means V infinity is more than 8 meter. So when this flow will strike the object, so it will have higher velocity and the sound wave generated will have lower velocity. So now these sound wave cannot travel to infinity. So they will uh, get together or coalesce. Word is coalesce. Coalesce here. They will collect, all the wave will collect at some particular distance from the object. Okay, so these are called shock waves. So across this, now this flow uh, do not have any warning of the object because sound wave have not reached here. So there will be a discontinuous change or sudden change in property. Okay, because sound wave has not reached, this flow has do not know about the object. Okay, so that's why the flow will change its property discontinuously across this wave. So this wave is very thick, very thin. Okay, and here the Mach number is more than 1 and here the flow will start flow will suddenly uh, deaccelerate. Mach number will be less than 1. Okay, and here the pressure is more, sorry, pressure is less, so there will be pressure rise across the wave, density rise, temperature rise, but velocity will decrease. Okay, so this is the shock wave. So reading this out, normal shock wave occur frequently as part of many supersonic flow fields. By definition, a normal shock wave is perpendicular to the flow. Shock is a very thin region. The shock thickness is usually on the order of few molecular mean free paths, typically 10 to minus 5 centimeter of air at standard conditions. So this is the thickness of this is just 10 to minus 5 centimeter, across which all the properties suddenly change. That's why we can say that the property are changing suddenly. Whereas in case of Subsonic flow, the properties are changing continuously. Here the properties are different, here different, here different. Slight change. Okay. Next is the flow is supersonic ahead of the wave and subsonic behind it. Furthermore, the static pressure, temperature and density increases across the shock, whereas velocity decreases. Okay. Next is next to this example. Consider a flat phase cylinder mounted in the flow. The flow consists of individual molecules, some of which impact the face of the cylinder. There is in general change in molecular energy and momentum due to impact with the cylinder, which is seen as an obstruction by the molecules. The random motion of the molecules communicates this change in energy and momentum to other regions of the flow. The presence of the body tries to be propagated everywhere, including directly upstream by the sound waves. Okay, so sound waves try to uh, forewarn the flow. In figure A, incoming stream is subsonic, V infinity is less than A infinity, and the sound wave can work their way upstream and forewarn the flow about the presence of the body. In this fashion, as shown in figure A, the flow streamline begins to change and flow properties begin to compensate for the body far upstream, theoretically an infinity distance upstream. So flow start changing its property from infinity, theoretically. Okay. Next is, in contrast, if the flow is supersonic, then V infinity is greater than infinity. V infinity is greater than infinity, and the sound wave can no longer propagate upstream. Instead, they tend to coalesce. This is the coalescence. A short distance ahead of the body. This is the distance, and the shock wave or the sound wave tend to coalesce here. So, in so doing, their coalescence forms a thin shock wave. So, this is called their coalescence forms a thin shock wave. Ahead of the shock wave, the flow has no idea of. So, this flow has no idea of the presence of the body. Immediately behind the normal shock here, however, the flow is subsonic and hence the streamline quickly compensates for the obstruction. So this is about the uh, theoretical part of the normal shock. So the properties are changing across this shock. Here Mach number is more than 1, here it is less than 1, pressure increases, density increases, temperature increases, other property changes. So we will discuss these property changes uh, numerically or analytically in the next video.